Good morning, and once again, welcome to my YouTube channel, Pearson and Excel International Maths by Mr. Kamoto, and we are going to look at example 5 in at Excel International International GCSE 91 Book 1, and we're in topic number 3, and today we'll be discussing about the difference method. Remember, we're still talking about sequences as a topic, and this one now takes us to a different level of the sequence, and we are on page 47 of IGCSE, and we are told that when it is difficult to spot, sometimes it can be difficult to spot a pattern in a sequence, then the difference method can be of good help, or it can often be used. It can assist us to extend the sequence. And of course, what do we do under the difference method? Under the sequence, write down the differences between each pair of terms, and if the difference show a pattern, then the sequence can be extended. I'm sure you are with me on page 47, and we are going to talk about example 5. Find the next three terms in the sequence: 2, 5, 10, 17, 26. It is not very easy to notice what's happening here, because the difference here, this plus 3 is 5, so the difference here is a 3. This plus 5 is a 10, so the difference here is a 5. And of course, we are going to talk about the difference being 7 there, and here the difference being 9. And if this difference is not consistent, this difference, as you see, it's not consistent. So we need to go to the next level and find out if it is not consistent. What then do we do? If it is not consistent, what then do we do? If you look at this, the difference between this and this is 2. The difference between this and this is again 2. And the difference between this and this is again 2. So this one is now consistent. And when it is consistent, you realize that the difference between 9 and something else will still be 2. So there'll be an 11 there. What does this 11 mean? This means that if from 17 to 26 we added 9. So 26, to get to the next one, we have to add 11, and you're going to get that 7. And again, the difference between 11 to something else, the next level has to be 2. So you're going to have 13. And the difference between 37 and the next level is obviously 13. And that means you can continue adding those numbers up to where you want. So if you go to the next step, the distance between 13 and something is going to be 2. So we have 13 plus 2, we are going to have 15. And therefore the next term will be 50 plus 15, which is 65. That is simply what we call the difference method. And this difference method, it can agree the very first row, it can agree the second row, it can agree the third row, and sometimes you'll find yourself being forced to go to the fourth row. But of course, at this level, we are not supposed to go very, very far. And in the same kind of video, I want us to just explain example 6. Let's go through example 6 now that we know what to do. And we are told that if the pattern in the difference is not clear, add a third row, giving the differences between the terms in the second row. More rows can be inserted until a pattern is found. But remember, not all sequences will result in a pattern. Of course, we should take care because not all the patterns, not all the sequences will obey this law, but most of them will. Example 6, we are told that find the next three terms in the sequence 3, or rather 0, 3, 16, 45, 96. And the difference here is not consistent. There is a difference of 3 there. There's a difference of 13 there. There's a difference of something like to do with 29 there. There's a difference of 51 there. It's not consistent. So can we try the second row? So there's a difference of 10 there. There's a difference of is it 16 there? Yes. And there's a difference 29, 51 minus 29 is simply 22. Not consistent yet. But between this one and this one, there's a difference of 6. Now we are going to the third row. 22 to 16, there's a difference of 6. And it looks like it is now consistent. So 22 plus 6 is going to be 28. 51 plus 28 is going to be what? 79. And 96 plus 79 is 175. 175. And this is the next term. We go again. 28 plus 6 is going to be 34. That is true. And 79 plus 34 is going to be 113. Yes? Yes, 113. And 175 plus 113, we are going to realize we are going to have 288. Yes, 288. That is the other term. If we need the that term now in this one, 34 plus 6 is going to be 40. And 113 plus 40 is going to be 143. And 228 plus 143 is going to give us something to do with 431. Is that right? No, 441. Fine. 288 plus, is it? This is 40. This is 153. Correct. 153. Sorry for that. 113 plus 40 is 153. And 288 plus 153 is 441. It's 441. And yes, we have acquired the three terms of that sequence, having used the difference method. That is what we didn't have, that we didn't have, and that we didn't have. But look, we are retrieving them from the third level row. So take care of that, of this, watch this, and of course be ready for the next part of the syllabus. All right.